In this video, I'll basically speak about websites and exactly what should your website look like in order to get more remodeling jobs. Now, the reason why websites in remodeling industry are a lot more important than like websites for landscaping industry or some other industry is because a lot of customers, before they call you, they're going to check a lot of different companies. When they search for remodeling services on Google or whatever, they're going to look at their websites, they're going to look at those companies' websites, and they will decide which company to hire, mostly based off of their websites, unless they of course know somebody and then they decide to hire somebody based off of referrals. But if somebody goes to Google, they search for remodeling companies in your city, and they see a couple of different businesses, they see a couple of different websites, they're not just going to call somebody immediately, even if they have a lot of reviews and all that. That's why having a really good website is really important, because everybody has a website nowadays. I mean, in this day and age, almost everybody is online. But if you look at most of those websites, a lot of them are really horrible. They don't provide any information about the company. They don't provide any information about the business owner, their previous work, and none of that stuff. So that's basically what I would like to explain in this video to help you know exactly what should your website look like in order to get more remodeling jobs. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you the websites of my previous clients because I don't want to publicize their businesses, and I don't want their competitors to see the strategy behind their websites and all of that. And I can't show you the websites from other people that the websites that I think look good, because I don't know if somebody is going to be mad if I put that stuff in video. So I will try to explain pretty clearly with words exactly what should your website contain, and I believe that you'll be able to get a pretty clear picture after that. So what should your website contain? The number one most important thing a remodeling website should contain are images. Your website should focus mostly on images. No matter what you write on your website, it's not going to convince somebody as much as pictures of your previous projects would convince somebody to work with you. So I definitely recommend you to take as many pictures as you can from your jobs and post them to your website. Now, when I say that to a lot of my clients, I can see that they immediately start to think about hiring a professional photographer or, getting a drone and with a really high quality camera so they can record the whole construction site and all of that. But all of that stuff is really unnecessary. Honestly, it's much better to record stuff with your phone, to take pictures with your phone, to take pictures of your co-workers in them, because those pictures look real. Take as many pictures as you can with your phone, post them to the website, because the pictures that are real, they look a lot better than pictures that look like stock photos or pictures out of a magazine. Your pictures don't have to look extremely professional. It's actually much better if they look like they have been taken by somebody's phone, because when they go to your website, it feels real. It doesn't feel like a scam. It doesn't feel like this is a template website. Nowadays, if you look through other remodeling companies and their websites, you will see that a lot of them use a ton of stock images. And even those that don't use stock images, a lot of their images look like stock images. And people see this. When they go through a bunch of these websites, they all look like like they've been made with a cookie cutter. Every single website looks the same. By posting real images to your website, it definitely helps you stand out. It definitely helps them remember your company, and therefore they will call you after they are done looking at all these other companies. Now, this brings me to my second point, which is you should include a lot of content about your company. You should show pictures of yourself, the owner. You should show pictures of your crew. You should take pictures of them working and add those to the website as well. You should write something nice about yourself, some short bio about you if you have just opened up a new remodeling company, or if you've been in the business for a really long time. That's something you definitely want to write on a website. So that also helps people to get to know you basically before they get on a call with you. And that's really, really important, because if you think about it, referrals are probably the best way to get a lot of customers. Why? Because of the trust factor. When somebody recommends, their friend or a family member or something, some company, they trust that company is good because they trust their friend. I wouldn't say it's similar to adding stuff about you on the website, but when they actually see you, when they read about you, they kind of get to know you. So when they speak to you, they will behave differently than they would speak to somebody who doesn't have any content about them on their website. Especially because when somebody hires you for a remodeling job, you are the person that they invite to their home around their kids. Like, they don't want to invite somebody who they don't know. They would like to invite somebody who they potentially know, who they know is trustworthy, who they know is not going to ruin their home, and who they would feel comfortable around with. Now, adding content about you, it would definitely help. What you also want to do is you want to provide multiple options for people to contact you. So you definitely want to have contact forms on your website. You want to have, clear phone numbers that you use displayed on the website as well, which is pretty obvious. But a lot of people don't actually do this stuff. What I also like to do is I also like to set up text message notifications for my clients so that whenever somebody fills out the contact form, they immediately get a text message that says, this guy contacted you, he wants to work with you and all of that. So this way it's impossible to miss a lead. But regardless, you should definitely have multiple options for people to contact you through the website, because some people prefer to call, some people prefer to fill out the contact form, some people prefer to maybe drive to your home or something to ask you. But we don't want to optimize the website for those people who want to optimize it for the first two. Now, some people see a company, they see it's trustworthy, they see, it's reputable and all of that, and they immediately contact you. But some people like to read through the entire website, learn as much as they can about your company, and then contact you. I actually had remodeling clients that I've been working with tell me that some people called them and told them they've been looking through their website for half an hour, read everything they could about them, and then contacted them. And those leads were actually closed pretty easily. So, some people like to read a lot. Some people like to only look at pictures, the reviews, and all of that stuff, and then they contact you. So I suggest you to actually build a website for both groups, because you never know who you might, persuade to work with you. But if you want to build a website for people that like to read through everything and like to read a lot of content, you need to make sure that design is good so that the people who do not like to do that don't just leave your website because they're bored. You don't want to have a huge block of text immediately as soon as they open up the website and then, have them just leave the whole website. You need to design a website in a smart way so that it can basically focus on both groups of people. Now, the best advice that I can give you about the content for the website is try to explain the services you offer as clear as you possibly can. Try to explain exactly what you offer so that when people go to your website, they can immediately see all the services you offer. This way, if they're looking for a particular service, they will immediately know if you are a good fit or not. Another thing you should include on the website are reviews. So if you have some really good customer reviews, you should definitely include them on the website as well. These reviews combined with images and combined with some content about you and your company, all of these things help close somebody that's looking through your website and is looking to hire a remodeling company. If you apply like 2 or 3 of these things, I definitely can assure you that you will definitely get a lot more customers from your website. If you don't have any reviews, then you should definitely start to get some. Like every time you complete a job, get a new review. And my advice to you is to get those reviews for your Google Business Listing, because those are the reviews that will actually help you also get found more easily on Google. And I wouldn't say found more easily, but more like get more attention after your listing is found on Google. But anyway, I don't want to get too deep into that. Those are a couple of main tips that I can give you in this short video. But basically, reviews, images, clear way to contact you, lots of content on the website, but don't ruin the design. Make sure that the design of the website is clean and all that. And if you apply those tips, of course, you will definitely get more jobs from your website. If you have any questions, definitely leave a comment. I'll reply as soon as I can. And thank you for watching this video.